This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Greetings. You will now be taken on a spiritual journey. Witness the 19th century greatest woman, warrior, healer, and builder, Harriet Tubman, a woman with a railroad. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Greetings, family. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. Wasn't that an amazing commercial? That's Adjoa Bandele Santua, and that's her Harriet Tubman. So if you need an actor, reach out to the sister. She travels. I've seen her live performances. They're amazing. This is all about supporting everything African. Everything African. We have to start promoting each other, sharing our businesses, spreading the wealth within our community here and abroad. So I thought I was inspired by Wodamaya. You know, Wodamaya, he's just been sharing so much knowledge with all of us, and his openness. When I remember when I went on his platform and he allowed me to share my blog, and and how it drove traction to it, and I was just like, you know what, and I see him doing this all the time, and I was like, you know what, we each can do our part. So I want to dedicate at some portion of the time on Wednesday, Wake Up Wednesday, and I think I want to do this more often because it's so important, and just like feature us, spread the information about us. I found so many good resources. So I'm going to, let me get, I want to just say some greetings real quick, and let me put my, um, wait a minute. Oh, let me put my, there we go. I was like, why can't I never put my camera on? So I want to just say greetings to Him Tours. Thank you, Him Tours. And now, if you want to come on the platform, send me an email and I will send you the link, because I don't want to put it in the chat, because I think it'll be wiser that way. So you and I can message you the link again, or you can try. I think I sent it to you. And so, greetings, blind guy. You like that intro? Wasn't that intro really lovely? I was so, when she sent it to me, I was like, oh, yes. I said, this is beautiful. And her live performance are like that. Can you imagine that we have an African-centered dinner theater? Like, that would be an amazing business, right? I would frequent it. I would go. I would support it. Let me see. Peace and love, peace, power, love, light, and unity to my A1 family. Welcome, Donnie. I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm so glad to see you here tonight. And Sister Anja Africa, this is so important. Never realized how important African period actors are to our history. Yeah, yeah. And we have to show it in our light, in our interpretation, and represent ourselves the way we should be. Represented. English is not my first language. It was stolen from me. So I see everyone is just speaking to each other. So Faith Lynn, welcome, Faith Lynn, welcome. Thank you for the invite. First time tuning in. Yes, I'm so happy you're here. And Donnie goes in, blessing to you. So, and I'm showing my way back. When we're glad to see you back. You and I both, Donnie, are making our way back. So, greetings, Miss Green. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me get started. I have to greet everyone later. So I want to go ahead to let me take my Miss Deborah. Well, no, I can leave that. I like that. Hello, family. Yeah, welcome everybody in, Miss Green. So, shout outs. I have a shout out. I did my first shout out to Walter Maya. My second shout out is I want to share Raising the Vibe YouTube channel, Raising the Vibe. She is in the Gambia. She's going to be sharing some information. I was blessed to get to do a little interview with her before she got off. She's not a blogger, but I talked her into doing like a little bit of blogging. She likes to do things like sharing knowledge about chemtrails and things like that. But she said while she's in the Gambia, Senegal, I think she's going to Gambia and the Senegal. She's in Senegal right now. She'll start sharing some information. So she already shared some information about her flight and what the testing looked like. She left, I think, last week. So she did drop her first video. I think I shared it on some of my on my platform review or Facebook or Instagram. So check her out. I wanted to do that shout out. And then I told everyone on Monday from checking in on Grandmaster Jay, I would check to see what the status of his GoFundMe. And so I found a little clip, and I'm just going to play a short clip of it because we got a lot of things we want to go through. So this is a clip that I found earlier today when I was trying to get some information about it. So I'm just going to play 1 minute of it, like really short. So I'm going to put him on the screen.
Brothers and sisters, as you can see, this is a spiritual show. Promote it. Let the family know that we totally live. Spread this message. Press play. Because we know, Zuckerberg, I'm talking to you. You know you like to put our people in jail. But right now, we don't even need you anyway. So we can stream our own information. We just use you the same way you use us too. You need to stop putting our people in jail. We know you in California. You're based. You need to. But anyway, so moving to the foreign, to the internal politics in the United States. Life after Trump. What is your take about it? Because now we got Joe Biden. What is your take, Grandmaster Jay? Because we know Trump, to some extent, came to wake up a lot of our brothers and sisters. What is your take now? The life after Trump.
Well, two things, good news and bad news. And the good news is we were sick of the abuse from the abuser. And so the goal was to get him out of there. Anything was better than what we had. Doesn't mean that what we got was too much better. At the end of the day, a Biden administration, even though he stood side by side with Barack Obama, most folks are kind of affording him a pass. What they fail to realize is that he has an anti-gun rhetoric that he intends to now implement in the United States. And the centerpiece of that is a rechanging of the laws, specifically the National Firearms Act. And what they're going to do is make it almost impossible for average citizens like ourselves to either own these weapons or to even get one. And most folks don't realize that that's coming, but that's part of a bigger agenda we can talk about some other time. So while everyone was so happy that the current president is on the way out the door because he's done a terrible job, they should not exactly be singing the high praises of the individual that's coming in, who I won't talk about his past record. You can do the research yourself. But at the end of the day, he's going to have a different type of America. And it will be an America that we will not be able to defend ourselves if we need be at that point. That should concern everyone. Yes, all of the blatant racists and all of those folks who felt like it was okay to come out of the dark and just be racially abusive to people of color. Well, I like to say my black melanated people, because when you say people of color to me, I say people without color. I don't know what that means. Anyway, the bottom line is, without those folks having someone that's to support them or to encourage them, they're going to go back to being quiet. They're going to go back into the shadows. Maybe it was a good thing that we could see them because we knew who they were, but they're going to go back into the shadows, into what I call silent anger, and continue to perpetuate from the shadows. But the other side to that is the environment that was created under the last 4 years of the Trump administration, because you asked me what changed, necessitated not some type of political response. We had to save ourselves. So what's going to happen in the next 4 years? Well, I'm just letting you know that the administration that's coming in frowns very heavily on us arming ourselves, frowns very heavily on organized militias, frowns very heavily on folks exercising the Second Amendment rights. They frown very heavily on it. So that should be a wake-up call to everyone to get your ducks in order before they come to take your ducks away.
That's the thing. So that was Grandmaster Jay. I just found, I just, it's a topic for another time, but right now his legal defense fund is up on here. It's a new one. They added a one under the care of Eleanor Harvey, and so it's at like 235,000. So it is still growing and building. So tonight we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, and I'm reading because, of course I take notes. Is the act of creating a business while building and scaling it to generate a profit. Is the establishment of generational wealth on your own terms, no bosses, no restricting schedules, and no one holding you back. As your own boss, you're able to take the first step into making the world a better place. Often entrepreneurs sell themselves short and have very little self-worth. And, I had a trying day, family, today. So today, this topic is very close to my heart because I was shown that I really need to step it up and take care of my entrepreneurial spirit and stop second guessing myself. And, God has a way of forcing us to just get out of our own comfort and our own stagnation. And the more I realize it, and I also want to only make sure that, I support all my African brothers and sisters because we have a large agenda and only we can look out for each other because they took an easy target to keep us in the low, and that's something that you can see with your eyes. So it's easy to discriminate with someone that you can see their features, see their colors. But so for me, then it's going to be easy for me to see who I need to support because every day that we're going through this, we're seeing that we're not being supported and it's not going to change. And so we have to support each other. And so this is my small part that I want to do in regarding supporting Black entrepreneurs. And I think I did all my shout outs. I have Everyday Wellness on my other channel, Ty by Kadis. Go check it out. I never cross promote, but I'm doing it now because some of us are on the wellness tip going to Africa. And that channel on Ty by Kadis, my Everyday Wellness, is all about keeping healthy. All right. And so I think that's it. I'm going to add on my guests, Aishi, my co-host, Aishi and Anja Africa. Welcome. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Peace.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. You all, it's just an honor to have you all here, as always. And so, I wanted to, we're going through all the reasons why we need to have Black businesses, but I would like you all to share your thoughts on what we need to do as far as Black businesses, and also introduce your channel, your business as well, if you want to share that, because we have a whole lot of stuff we want to share in any Black business, and we want to share as many Black businesses as we can, and make this a regular. All right.
Okay. Does Sister Aisha, does she want to go first?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. After you, sis.
How you doing, sis? I'm so glad to be here with you this evening. I always ask about you when I talk to the sister.
Oh, alhamdulillah. All praise to God. Thank you. You're such a wonderful sister, and I'm happy to be on here with you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I have to share something with you that a friend of mine started. She's had several companies, and she develops these businesses where she works with the sisters in Haiti. And her first company was it was like a small bag that you could convert into like a wristlet, and you could take off your heels and pull out your flat shoes and put them on. And that was like her first patent that she got. And that was a big hit. And she ended up going on a couple of the shows for entrepreneurs. And now she has a new venture. And I had the joy of sharing this with some of my girlfriends from college. We had a Zoom call. Look at this amazing thing. So she sends me this packet, and it says, you've been waiting for this all your life, right? It comes in this little black velour pouch. And it's called, it's called Purposeful Thoughts. It's like a little card game for self-esteem and motivation. And when you open it up, when I tell you this is so amazing, look at this. It says, I am living purposefully, right? But the best part is the artwork. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
It says confidence, and there has to be at least 50 cards. Look at this one. Legacy. And it has us in all body types, all complexions, hairstyles. Here's another one. I am ready for the opportunities I've been preparing for. And this one is innovation. And the faces are just so profound. I'm not going to take you through all of them, but I thought this one represented us best. And it says, I will not dim my light or make myself small to spare your feelings. And this one's called Tribe. Right? We are all a tribe. And we take care of each other the best we know how.
I absolutely love that.
Yes.
Let me tell you, when I tell you these cards, look at this one.
Wow.
The artwork is just profound. So she has these, and the company is called Purposeful. Let's see. Well, this was called Purposeful Thoughts. And this is her actual business card. And this is the sister here in the inside there. Mm-hmm. And she talks about why she created it. And it talks about self-worth. And it says, how do you cope when you feel like you're slowly disappearing?
Mm-hmm.
Obstacles, insecurities, doubt, judgments, disappointments, loss, setbacks, and uncertainties. So what I did was, being that she sent me the card pack, and she didn't even really tell me it was coming. And it was about, 50 cards in there. When I had my Zoom call with my girlfriends, I sent all of them cards before we actually had our Zoom call. Nice. The cards that I thought fit them best. And they were so touched. So it was just like that gift that kept giving and giving. Because when they got their cards, they were calling me and people were crying. And it was just such a blessing. So now they want to order cards for their family members. So I was like, this is just an amazing gift that I think all sisters should get a hold of and be able to share with folks who need that motivation right now. Mm-hmm. So that is my Black History business that I am promoting this for this episode outside of my own, right? So I guess I should say who I am as if, you don't know. But if there's anyone who doesn't know, my channel is called Anja Africa, and Africa is spelled Afreeca. I started the channel as to document my journey with my son to the continent. We went to 3 countries: Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Gambia. And we were there on the continent for 40 days. And now we're back, unfortunately, for the snow. I'll be going back to live on the continent in June. I'll be leaving permanently. I also have a podcast. It's called Double A. So it's AA, Exit the Matrix. Oh, I have so many things going on right now. Lots of projects on the continent, lots of projects here in the States. I have some online classes for folks who are trying to get into selling things online and they don't really know how to proceed. So I explain the process of selling on Poshmark, eBay, and some other platforms. What else? There's so much. I'm just like, yeah. Oh, Thrift for Repat is our group for the online sales, right? So we have people that come, they go through an orientation, and that's where I teach that in the Thrift for Repat group. You can contact me if you're interested in that. I'm also doing kits for Africa, where I do a box of everything that you would need that you might forget to pack. So I've had some orders for those, and those are going really well. And that's it. I think generally people will contact me for consultations about getting to the continent. And in addition, like with the Thrift for Repat, the kit that I do for Africa, you also get a list for whatever country you're going to of contact people. So you're not looking for a cab driver. You're not looking for who's on ground that could be of support to you. That's also included in your kit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna have to get one of those kits.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Whenever you all are ready, you just let me know.
I'm gonna have to get one of those kits. So, Aisha, go ahead and introduce yourself really quick for anyone who may not know you.
Yes. Well, I'm Aishi, and remind me to never go after Anja Africa because she just got so much goodness going on. You can't top that, right? I can't wait to support the sister you was talking about, purposeful thoughts. I was trying to write that down. So
Oh, I
hopefully
should have. You know what, Aishi? I'm sorry. I should have given you her name. It's Vicky Solvane. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in a chat, and then that way you can proceed. I don't want to interrupt you. Okay?
Yes, thank you. And then I want to
You're
support
welcome.
you too. I'm excited about that kid that you're talking about. It's just we are just such a creative people. Yeah, well, my name is, Sister Aishi, and I just want to tell everybody who's listening, I am so excited to have the forum that we have today. I've been talking to Sister Kittis about this for a long time, and I'm just so excited to highlight businesses. I don't know if this is the specific time to go down the list of businesses, but I definitely know of I just got my nails done recently, with a Black woman because I vowed not to get my feet and nails done.
Hey, Aishi,
Mm-hmm.
share why you feel we should support Black businesses, because you have a lot of good. I love your mindset when you're talking about those things.
Sure. Well, I absolutely think we should support Black businesses. First of all, we have to show grace with each other, right? Like a lot of times I've heard people say some Black businesses, are too slow or not professional. We have to have grace. As another Black person grow, we grow. We're all interconnected. Like our child is going to marry, my son is going to marry a Black woman, God willing. That's, I'm telling him from now at 6. And so, we keeping it in our tribe, right? Sister Anja Africa mentioned tribe. Well, that's what we do when we support each other. We're keeping it in our tribe. And, last year was a time where, so many people had so many other cultures wear their ugly, faces in terms of treating us very badly. And so we need to support each other instead of
giving our money to other people who don't like us and who don't appreciate us at all. So it's very important to support each other, because like they say, my sister, myself, or my brother, myself. So that's why I think it's very important to support each other. And, I just feel like as one person becomes rich, we all come together, and when somebody else shines, that's a reflection upon ourselves. I'll never
Yes.
forget, I was walking with a sister who we went to Africa with. She doesn't remember saying this, but it's okay. But we were crossing the street, and it was a sister in a Mercedes Benz, a black woman, and she said, "Look at us." And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wow, yes. Like when you see somebody else who looks like you, instead of feeling like, oh, look at her, she thinks she's cute, she's a reflection of you. Like, wow, that's me. And the awesome things that I can do and can be. So that's why I think it's so important to just like keep it in our community, because like I said, we haven't received the greatest response from other people in terms of treatment. And we need to keep the wealth in our community. We're the largest spenders of all. And we are in a lot of ways still below the poverty line, a lot of us. So we need to uplift each other and keep wealth among family. And when I say among family, not just your cousin, sister, brother, but your family is, your tribe, people who look like you, who have similar history. So it's a, you know what, at this point, it's not important. It's imperative. It's our survival is dependent on, supporting each other at this point.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Some people are trying to get the link, and I'm having like issues with it. But anyway, so one of the things that I was when I was looking it up, I was just kind of wanted to see what was the consensus of why it was so important. I know I had my thoughts, and then when I was doing my little read up and research on it, it was 4 things that just kept hitting over and over again, which we know, but sometimes we have to hear it again. It's like it has to be reiterated. First and foremost, and if we look at our own communities, we see it just builds up community. When you don't have Black businesses, when you don't have, like, I remember the things that built up our communities when we were our greatest, because Aisha and I was talking about earlier, it builds up your community, it creates jobs and opportunities. What was the third? It closes the racial wealth gap, and it empowers local community. And there's different, many bullet points underneath all of that.
Yeah.
But when we have done that in the past, we all know the history when we had these great communities such as um, uh, uh, Rosewood and the Black Wall Street, and when we did those things. So we know when they see our particular community, not so much like Chinatown, Little Italy, they're okay with that. But when our community does it, it does become kind of dangerous for others outside of us. Not us, but others seem to make it dangerous. So in regards to that, I'm like also seeing that we have to move in a different kind of way. We have to make sure that we are on code without having to tell people we're on code. We just know that we do it. We have to be more mindful because we know we have outsiders always looking in, and they're out to stop that. But our money is very strong, and we can build each other, so it is so important that we support each other. I'm trying to add Sister Tamara. She's in the background.
So
Hey, Sister
here's
Tamara.
the
Greetings. How are you?
hello, sister.
Salam, salam, salam. Go ahead.
Here's the problem. Yeah, here's the problem. The only problem that I see with that, and I just did a video about this the other day. We talk about B1 and being on code and all it, but it doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. And that's a problem. If you don't have a common concept of what this means and what that looks like when you're conducting yourself, I think that we're gonna have further problems. Like for me, I showed you all the cards that I thought were so beautiful, and I told you I sent them to some friends, right? I had one friend that I sent it to. Look, oh, you are so funny. You didn't mean for us to see that spoon, did you? And it was just, look, let everyone know how you handle a spoon. Okay, so I was talking about the cards, right? This is the cards. They're called Purposeful Thoughts. And I sent these to all of my girlfriends. And one of my friends happens to be a Latino sister who has been friends with me since college, right? So she says to me, I want to order those cards for my friends. Are they only made for Black women? And I said to her, wow, if there were all Caucasian women on these
Mhm.
cards, you would have no question about sending them to everybody.
True.
But you see all these beautiful warriors on these cards and you're hesitant.
Yep.
Why would it make a difference? If they're beautiful women, as you can see, with I'm enough, right? That's what that says. With a message. Why do we care what color is on the front of the card? Right?
That's true.
Because we've been taught, yeah, it's sad, but we've been taught and conditioned that certain Western ways, certain colonizer ways are still the way to go. And so
That's
there's going to be a lot of us that still think like that. So how are we going to say whether they're on code or not?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to even receive the same message that we give to all of us the same way when we can't even have a common ground on what it means to be us?
Right.
So I think if anything, we need a map about what being on code is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think to intervene, what is the group, the Black Power group? I know they had, and I don't know if that's what you mean by being on code. I know they had a list of, you know, things that Black people should and should not do. Are y'all
Yes.
familiar what I'm talking about?
No,
You
I'm
know,
not. I think, but we need that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Mm-hmm.
see if I can pull it up. Maybe starting there, you know, things. And I've seen a list of things circulating that we shouldn't do to our sisters and brothers, you know. So yeah, I agree with you. Like, you know, we definitely should have a just saying on code, that's not really saying what on code consists of.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's very important.
Yeah. So, greetings, Sister Tamar.
Greetings.
Greetings. Can you introduce yourself and share a little bit about your business?
Yes, peace and blessings, everyone. I'm Tamara Dickerson, the founder of Astral Healing Arts Wellness Center, and it's a wellness center that provides healing services as well as nutritional counseling, Reiki, and yoga, mindfulness training, and all the feel good stuff that you need for your health and your wellness needs. And we also make our own product, natural skin and hair care products.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. Hey,
DMC.
what I do?
What happened?
Okay, here I heard an echo. Okay, greetings, XDMC. All right, peace work. Greetings from Connecticut, y'all. This is Harriet, y'all. This is the commercial that I did. I did at the beginning of the program. So this is Peace Works. She's been on my platform before on other shows. Sister Adjoa Bandele Asanto. I always mess the name up. Forgive me. But she also has Ital is Vital, whole vegan food. She and her husband's business nourished me and my girls when when they were young. Every Friday, I went to Ital is Vital to get my nice vegan nutrition. When we homeschooled, he gave them homeschooled, homemade vegan nutrition for their lunches. So this is an amazing entrepreneurial couple, a family of entrepreneurs. I've always known them to work with each other, work with the community. So in the beginning of the video, that was her commercial. I will play it at the end because it was just that awesome, that awesome. All right, I'm sorry. I had to make sure I let people know who that was. And so Aisha and I did a lot of research, you know, and I did contact a lot of people who want to come. Some people who are on the continent, some people who are here. So I know the time difference is a little different from here to the continent. So I'm not sure. A couple of people were telling me they were having trouble with the link, so I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pop on, but we'll just see how it goes. So we were doing some research in different websites, apps, different things to different kinds of business that we could from doctors. So I want to share a few sites that I found when we were doing this research. Let me make sure I get to. So I think a lot of people may not know some of these places, and then some of these places are geared towards the DMV area because that's where I am. So I wanted to do that for my DMV people as well. So this first let me see. I'm going to add to the screen. So I hope everyone can see this. So this is the DMV Black owned business. It will give you at all the Black owned businesses, and it's a lot of them that are in the DMV area, from shop locations to shop categories and what have you. So that's for the DMV. A lot of people know about We Buy Black, but you can't share it enough. Let me give it the whole screen so you can see it. So this is We Buy Black.
Outside of the videos. Okay, thank you for coming.
Oh, I'm like, what am I hearing? So We Buy Black. This is another great website that you can go get all your home products. You know, I'm with a shopping club, and I'm going to eventually transfer over to We Buy Black because I just want to support Black-owned businesses. So this one has all different kind of categories, from clothing to jewelry to children. You know, everything. It's the new. It's almost. It's. I guess the replacement for what Amazon or Walmart, online Walmart, something like that. Um, this is a website called Black Doctors USA, where if you're looking for an African doctor, no matter where you are, you can type in your area, your city, and it will specifically find a Black doctor. You know, so that we can support or even our medical our doctors, because I know I have gone to others and I felt like I wasn't treated the way I should be. They did not know how to deal with whatever issues I have, and they just kept testing on me. You know, when I was younger, I had to deal with medical apartheid. I was part of that, and so that was a real concern. And I remember when I finally got myself an African doctor, the difference in the care. So it's important to know that not all people have our best interests or even know how to deal with the things that we deal with in our community. Anyone want to share anything while I go through this list? Okay.
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, and the next one that we found, this is an app, okay, the Black Wall Street, and I think they're also working on their online presence. But this is a company where if you're looking for banks and financial institutions in your area, this is a you know, mortgage companies, what have you. This is the Black Wall Street, and I think it's other types of businesses on it, but this is an app that you can check out as well to find those places in your area. Now, this is one of my favorite apps because I'm on my. I love to eat, guys. I love to eat, but this one right here is another app. I have it on my phone where you can go to. It's called Eat Okra, which is really cool. So I have it on here. You just kind of put in your area, whatever state you're in. It's all for it's across the United States. And you, if you want vegan, if you want soul food, if you want seafood, if you want high end, you can find the restaurant in here, and they're all black owned restaurants that are part of Eat Okra. And so I was like, now I have no excuse not to eat black as well. You know, um, this is another website, Post 21, and I can remember. I think this is a mother and daughter company. Let me check it out. It's okay because I wrote the notes on each one of them because I couldn't remember them all. This is founded by a mother-daughter duo. Post 21 is a marketplace of like lovely feminine focused products, and the site and curation is absolutely beautiful. Currently you can shop for everything from books and toys to rose jewelry and everyone's favorite luxury candles. So I think these are candles here. So this is a mom and daughter duo. So you see they have like earrings and conditioner. So this, I thought this, and they have a little package as well. So if you want to, it's plant baby inside. So yeah, it's a really cute website. So that is Post 21, POST 21. Isn't this? I mean, are we amazing?
We really are.
Are we amazing? Isn't this beautiful, guys?
That is.
I love it. Oh, I love it. So yeah, so Post 21, that's another site that I found. We're gonna find these sites up because I like nice things. I like to support my own, and we can do that. I'm not standing an hour for get some Gucci, Louis, Prada, none of that, because none of that's gonna benefit my community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me see. Uh-oh, my mouse. So this just made me happy because I was having a hard time today. Now, this one I was interesting. It's a different kind, and I don't have the full description of the website because I was trying to go through it as much as I could. But this is a website that is all volunteers. So everyone who runs this website is who works for this company are volunteers. They're not getting paid for it, and it's an inclusive website, and and it has an intersectional home for business, artists, organizations, and they have their and it's across the community. So they what it said, and what makes it cool is that you can find women. They got all the alphabet people like LGBTQIAT plus whatever, and then they have BIPOC owned, which is Black, Indigenous, people of color. So I thought this was interesting because it's just a little different because I think it's also religious, so it's kind of inclusive, but it's considered but it's black owned or whatever. But it's one of those things where it's inclusive to everyone. So I just want to make sure you knew what kind of site, but it has it's more for the artists. So if you're an artist, and I think that's why it's like that. So if you're an artist and you want some place to showcase your art and or whatever your creative things, this is a site. And I guess I don't know really how it works, but I found it interesting. Now this one here is Black Nation. So what this is an app, Black Nation. So this is it allows you to find black owned businesses wherever you are, and allows companies to be listed for free. So if you have a business, you can list your business on this site for free. You don't have to pay a fee. The app features includes business reviews, category searches, and geotagging technology that allows you to find businesses near you, and the features allow you to specify with a certain radius is currently in development. So this is one I thought was really cool because it's when I try to find black businesses, I was not sure how to do that. So these are tools that we can have that can help us within our different areas. Um, This one is where you came from, right? And Where You Came From was founded by a business psychologist and a tech executive, Dr. Dion Mahaffey. Where You Came From operates in a different way than other directories on the list. This app and website, so it's an app and a website, publishes crowdsourced listing and referrals of Black-owned businesses and allow users to search for businesses by category keyword. It also surfaces the best rated companies from each category, from major franchise to financial services and healthcare, with rankings determined by peer to peer referrals. So I see, like in here, you have real estate. So it's a few things in here. Let's see. So listings. So you can go through it. So I think it's more of an app, but that's one you can do also. And this one is Black owned Brooklyn. So Black owned Brooklyn in 2008, husband and wife Teo Giwa and Cynthia Gordy Giwa teamed up to start a Black-owned Brooklyn. Is one part directory and two-part publication. So you get to read and learn the stories of the founders of the business featured on the site, which range from an organic, vegan, Ethiopian restaurant to massage therapy and nail salons. So
Wow.
that
Yeah, that's a big deal because Brooklyn is outrageously expensive.
yes, it is. Yes,
So
it
the
is.
fact that they're able to do this and offer all these
And
services
look
is
how
like,
and look how lovely that is.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gorgeous.
very
Mhm.
nice.
Mm-hmm. We are very classy.
Yeah.
We are very classy. Very, I mean, because between what I've seen on the continent and here, and we merged that too. Oh my goodness! Who forget about certain. We don't need. I'm watching what I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all, but I love this. This is my phone is going off. Let me see. So all right. So let me go to the next
A
one.
great website too that they have. That's
Isn't
another thing.
that a great website?
Giving
Oh,
you ideas.
let me
Yeah.
check some of the. I didn't realize I didn't. Let me see any messages. Okay. Greetings, Jamila. Assalamualaikum. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything. I sent the email for the kit. All right, Andrea Africa, you see that message?
I did not. I was too busy looking at the screen, your
Look at
screen.
there goes your message. Andrea Africa, I sent an email for the kit.
Okay, got it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hello, salam, salam, multifaceted Shay. So I just want to make sure there's no questions. Oh wow, Black Doctor USA. Yes, that's a good one. Check it out. Black Nations is a great resource, but I have a feeling I'll be using Okra app in the near future. So Black Nation, yeah, Black Nation. Okra was on my phone. I was on it checking out places, and I was like, yes. Someone called me. I heard the word classy. XDSC is funny. So the
I
next
was about to say something else. Look,
now this one I'm about to show is it's an I want to say it's an app. Okay, this one is called SBO, Support Black Owned. This was founded in 2012. Support Black Owned operates as an app which allows you to search. I think no, it's an app and a website. Okay, so that's the what state search. Okay, so you can use it on here as well. Um, by state and global directory to find Black-owned businesses wherever you are. Should I try it out?
Sure.
This one is supposed to be a website and a app online. So I don't know. I find some of these things that are apps and website, they work better as as apps. So you should be able to search categories, and you use a search bar, site, whatever. Okay. So, and then the next one that I found, is I Am Black Business app. Right. I Am Black Business app is run by Joseph Guster, Lee Lewis Jr., and Michael Twum. They act as a resource for consumers and for business owners themselves. Ultimately, their goal is to educate Black business owners on the power of technology and give them a tool that will help them improve their business reach and profitability. The I Am Black business site reads, in addition, our goal is to equip customers with a tool that will allow them to consciously decide where they spend their money and who they are supporting. One of the coolest features of I Am Black Business is an automatic aggregation of Black owned businesses that are near you. Compiled with geotagging, you can also browse businesses by categories or organizations they are affiliated with. So this is I Am Black Business Owners. So let me see. So they have a store. So it's a few things. So you can do this on your app or on your website. So I think, yep, that's all of the apps that I found in that. So do you all know of any apps that we can include in it, or did I get them all? I got a lot for today. And it was a lot. I just narrowed it down to these because when I was researching, and these are just 10 that I think I did one. I think it was just 10 that I did. I found so many, and I was like trying to narrow it down to the ones that I thought were the nicest, and that were streamlined. Because like when I did Eat Okra, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this, So
Yeah.
that's why I picked these 10.
I think that was excellent. I really enjoyed that. I was taking each one in.
Mm.
There is a sister called Tara Reid, and she promotes, and you may have seen her on Facebook. She promotes apps without code. And so there are a number of our folks in that program that have created apps without codes. They're all Black owned apps. So you can either join them on Facebook or you can research the information. I wasn't able to use them for the project I was working on because the one that I was working on required code. But if you look up this sister's name, you'll see her on TED Talk and all this other stuff.
Let me see if I can find her.
Yeah, Tara Reid is the name. Tarareed. And so a lot of people who are trying to create, like a lot of educators use the app. I remember a woman who was a
You said
pole dancing.
TARR?
Tara. One
Uh-huh.
R. One R.
And REED?
Yes. Yes. So there was a sister that wanted to do a pole dancing class. Look, and I could see XDMC now. This is not for you, XDMC. So she wanted to do a pole dancing class, and she had an app to be able to schedule her students for this pole dancing class. And it was just an exercise class, but she was able to get this app going in like less than a week or two. And it increased her business during all this virtual nonsense, so she was able to do that. And there were other educators on there. There were people who worked at, I guess, for like EMTs that were trying to schedule EMTs to go out at certain times, and they wanted to use an app to be able to do that since they all weren't able to be in the office. So they were all Black folks, folks that look like us, and I just thought that was amazing, and all ages. Like I said, it didn't work for me because what I needed to do required code, but they had an interesting way. I went through all the classes, And there were a lot of people who came out of it, and their success stories should be listed on the Facebook page or on the site. I know she was on TED Talk talking about that a lot of people from Silicon Valley were unhappy with her because a lot of the coders felt like she was putting them out of business with this app that was giving people such easy access.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was interesting. She's a sister. And then, you just know people that have businesses. Like, one of the things that I was so thrilled about being on a continent was that any small business person, my thing was to focus on all the people that folks miss, right? Because I knew at some point in my journey, I was going to meet people that I could connect those so-called little business people to.
Yeah.
So, and it's coming to fruition now. So it's kind of, it's nice. It's nice, to be able to connect people to the proper resources.
Right.
So, I think everyone should have some kind of, like you said, light shine on them, because you just never know down the line. I may not need their services, but then I may know people who do, and then we can get those people connected and improve our communities together, whether it's across the sea or here.
Absolutely. I want to add something
Hey,
too.
Sister Tamara has to go. Do you want to say anything before you leave, Sister Tamara?
In reference to supporting Black businesses.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. Our strength is in our economic empowerment, and many other communities have, I noticed, have very thriving businesses, and their communities are built around their businesses. And that's something that we need to focus more on, as well as in our communities, having our businesses together, supporting one another, being able to have some place where we know where we can go and be and support and appreciate it and value each other's business. And it also goes back to the principles of Kwanzaa, especially cooperative economics.
Yes.
And that is so important, that we have economic power, because our strength is in our numbers, and then our financial the financial power.
Right.
I know someone mentioned, I don't know if it was in a conversation we had or earlier today, about why do we still need to continue to have Black owned businesses or whatever, but we're really underrepresented in a lot of areas of society, and our businesses do not get the same amount of funding, the same amount of economic development that other businesses get. So we still do need to buy back Black and support one another and lift our businesses up.
Right. Right. That's so true, Tamara.
Yeah.
And, because I know you have gone through your challenges. I've watched you go through your ups and downs. I've seen you open stores and really be a blessing to the community. Let me tell you, this sister goes out of her way. She travels an hour every day to pick up food and to bring it back and to deliver to everyone weekly. So, and she had a wellness store in Baltimore she traveled to. So, and I know you had some challenges. So we want to make sure that we educate each other on how important it is to keep our financial, our wealth within our community. It's okay for it to leave, but we need to make sure that we support each other as much as possible and be loyal to each other. Yeah. But anyway, I know you have to go, Sister Tamara. Thank you so much for being here. Love you.
Bye, Sister Tamara.
Good to see you again.
Good night.
Good to see you again. All right. Peace and blessings.
Some blessings.
All right, guys. I'm about to bring somebody on. I'm about to bring somebody on. Let me bring this sister on. The actress, Sister Ajua Bandele Asantua.
Oh, nice.
I love that commercial. Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was so amazing.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you all this evening. I always get schooled
when I go onto the Global Green Book. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm here in Connecticut. It's cold. I'm outnumbered, but I feel the love. I feel the love when I tune into the Global Green Book. Thank you for giving me a platform. Thank you for educating me. I'm really trying to step up my game. I'm just coming in from the gym. I knew I was supposed to be back at 9, but I had to at least get a mile in on the treadmill. Um, I haven't been doing that, and I have teenagers, so I'm challenged in every way. And
Mm-hmm.
it's good for me to work out and just kind of build my self-esteem and stuff. I haven't been getting gigs, but when you're a performer, you have to be performer ready. So when that gig does come, so it's very important for me to work on my breath control and just to be in good shape. And I just want you to understand that my portrayal is a post-Civil War one. So I go over important legislation, judiciary decisions, executive decisions, people, events, and I educate as I do my reenactment. And I always have very vibrant in character Q&As. So if anyone's looking, March is Women in History Month, but I don't limit Harriet to Women in History Month or Black History Month. She's a revolutionary elder. She always has a good word for this dispensation. When you deal in the spirit realm, time is irrelevant. So she can speak on this time as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
I have
Yeah, I know I had shared a little bit about, I'm sorry, someone else was about to talk. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, it was me. I just got really excited while she was talking, right? And something came to me, and I was like, well, why do you have to wait to get a gig? You could do a series and have people contribute through Patreon as you act out all of our role models.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You
Because
could do a
that's so
YouTube, your
good.
own YouTube channel, your own boss. You already have an audience. Any Black history female that we have, you can do a little short skit and have people contribute through Patreon. That's it. I had to say that
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
I would
through
pay for it.
through Patreon. You said
Yeah,
I,
you can
I,
do.
I,
Look,
I'll,
you
I'll,
can
and
have
I'll talk
notice,
people
to you about
contribute.
all that, Sister
yeah,
Ajua.
she'll be the one because my thing is,
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe even PayPal, right? But my thing is, do it through the You could do it on YouTube, but they don't have to get your money. You can have it come someplace else so
Mm,
that your funds are coming to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm.
And so Sister Audra, please, I know I had talked briefly, really quick about your business. So if you want to just share really quick your business so people know who the business is attached to that I was talking about. Vital is
Are you
Vital.
talking about ITEL is Vital?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. We're actually looking to invest in Be More. We're looking forward to establishing there because Be More is very up and coming in terms of Black arts. In the Mid Atlantic area, they are putting resources in Black arts now that shall it should only grow. So we're looking forward to investing in some brick and mortar type setup, ideally a mixed use, so that we can have some retail as well as living capacity, because we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hopefully, I can work with Empress Cadiz, and we can put our minds and own something. Get
Mm-hmm.
something going, just
And
like every other
that's
community.
funny because I
We
wanted
should
the
have
next
just like
topic
you
I was gonna hit with you all
when you
was.
look at.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Audra. I didn't apologize. I didn't realize you were. Go ahead.
It's
Yeah, it's
delayed
all
a little
good.
bit.
Is that what
On
it
the
is?
computer, I got it on my phone. Yeah, I'd rather have
Want me? I can send it to you on
have it on my computer, so pull it up now so that I can
send it to you
speak
on the
real time.
computer. Do you need me to send it,
Yeah,
or
that's a better
okay? Let me send it
deal
to
for
you.
me.
Let me see.
Yeah, if you can send that to me on the computer, that piece works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sending it now.
I'll just be more real time.
It's Peacework, like PEACEWORKS.
Yeah, piece work.
At what? At Yahoo or Gmail?
And Peaceworks, brothers and sisters, Pan African Elder at Gmail.
At
Yeah,
Gmail.
Peaceworks. It stands for Pan African Elder and Child Enrichment. Something I came up with at Gmail.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Many work with it, and I call my business Peaceworks Group. I see it as an umbrella organization because our talent and skill set is diverse. I see us setting up a community center so that we can meet the needs of the family. And one way that we want to serve the family is by having a soup, salad, and bread night. So it's a feed the night. If you're homeless, if you're unemployed or whatever, you can at least come by. ITIL is vital. We're going to start with 1 day a week and, help yourself to some soup and salad and bread so that we are putting we are
Can, you can't hear you.
I just kicked Sister Adjua out the studio.
No, we couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. I don't know if everyone else could.
No, you all couldn't hear me. I had my I always mute myself. I be talking to y'all and I be muted.
Okay, I was like,
I'm a little crazy. I be like, da-da-da, da-da-da.
I was about to write in the chat. I was like, I can't hear you. I don't know if they can.
But that's the thing. Okay, so what Sister Audrey was about to hit on, because we were talking about us collaborating, what have you. And so one of the next topic I wanted to hit was like how important teamwork is when you're starting a business. Because we were looking at like even checking out businesses, instead of buying a house, looking at a level business, like getting a commercial building that maybe has housing on top, and then get back to that communal living while we're here, because we're looking at condensing our funds but still building businesses and supporting each other. And and I was like, that would be an awesome way. You can have a store in the front, you can open it up to people, you can live on top, and it's all kept within the family,
Yeah,
so
but and again, I don't mean to be the the little negative dropper. However,
go ahead.
our folks have different concepts of what business looks like.
Mm-hmm.
They do. It just, and it really, I don't know if and it has nothing to do with education. I'm talking about experience, right? Some people see a business this way and some people see a business this way.
Right.
And if people are not on the same page, that's where the conflict starts. So that's where you got to get your contracts in place, your no compete clauses, because even if, and you don't want to be like, those other folks when they get married and have like a prenup in place. But it's kind of like that because it's a marriage of ideas.
Right.
Exactly.
And a marriage of concepts. So at some point, the business may go in a direction that the other party didn't think it would, and you haven't plans for that.
Right.
So it's so easy for all these creative minds to come together with these amazing ideas, but is everyone on the same page?
But it's so interesting. Like here in DC, I'm sorry, guys, I'm eating while talking to you all because, like I said, I had a trying day, and when I came home, I had to get my mind right. I had to set the mood. Y'all should see it in here. I got candles burning. I got therapy going. I have incense. I mean, I'm being literal. I got my what do you call it? The vaporizer with eucalyptus in it. Then I got my little burner with lemongrass in it, and then I got rosemary. I have it all going on here because I'm telling you, my whole vibration was off. And then I was crying before I came on here because I mean, like literally boo-hooing because right before I got to my house, the first time ever in my life, I ran over an animal, and I was like on top of a bad day. It was an animal.
Oh no.
I was in tears. I was boo-hooing. It was a little raccoon, and his little tail was like in the air, and I was just like, felt a boom, boom, boom. I fell out in tears. It was just, I was like, I'm done.
Okay, kiddos. Obviously, you've never seen the squirrel commercial in the Geico where they slap each other 5 because they made the car crash. So you got to look at it like it was either you or him,
Yeah, that's true.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, really, it's kind of it's that type of situation where it's ice out there, it's snow out there. Had you swerved to what would have happened to
I
you?
know. I was in tears, but I still was in tears. I was
I know,
boo-hooing.
because that was just the nail on the coffin at the end of the day, right?
So I had to get myself. I came in here and I was like, if I'm late, you know, and then I had to do my prayers and just talk to Allah. So you know, I was like, if I'm late, I said I know everyone will give me grace. You know.
This is back. I think we see her. She's back.
All right, you're back. Can we hear you well
Yeah.
now? Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah. You, Mama Leah, did you do onepieceworks@gmail.com? It's the number 1 and then pieceworks@gmail.com because I never received the link to my email account.
Okay, let me try it again.
Okay.
Peace. So
The number 1, the numeral 1, and then
yep, one piece work.
pieceworks@gmail.com.
So and I'm dropping the link now. Hold on. All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I was, you know, I was having a day today, so I told myself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it, and I did it. Okay, I just sent it again. Okay.
Okay.
Kiddos, can I add something?
Yes, you
Got it.
can. Please add a
So,
lot. Add a lot.
thank you. Instead of going down on the particular businesses that I have, maybe we can, you know, maybe put it in a section of YouTube. But I just want to mention black banks, right? For a long time, I know you all have heard the term redlining, and in a lot of cases, they don't, our non-black banks don't want to give us money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so it's important to, I know sometimes as Blacks, as much as we want to support each other, it's that fear there that, you know, I don't know, we may lose our money but I'm presuming that they're backed, you know, that they are like any other bank, you know, that they are backed by the government or, you know, things of that nature. There's also something called Greenwood Bank. And if y'all familiar with the artist Killer Mike, he's a activist. He actually had a Netflix. This is very interesting. We talk about Black businesses, and that's why it's so important for Black businesses because he actually had a documentary on Netflix, and he tried to have a whole day or week. And if anybody knows whether it was a day or week, they can certainly correct me, where he only did nice. I like that. I'm looking at Anja Africa's card. But he did a whole week or a day where he just specifically supported Black businesses. And it was sad because I was so happy to see it. I was like, wow, I want to see him. It was sad because he actually found out that there are many avenues where we need Black businesses, such as we don't own any cars and the parts to the car. So he couldn't drive anywhere. He had to walk, you know. In terms of grocery stores, he couldn't find too many grocery stores. So there's a lot of nicks here that we can fit in, but I definitely want to highlight that. And so he also has something called Greenwood Bank. And this particular bank,
that's it online. That's the app right there, Greenwood.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was. I'm sorry. Thank you. You on it? Yeah, and it helps us, and on there it says it feeds 5 meals to a family. It has a small business grants. They give 10,000 every month to a Black.
It's right here. It's called Pay It Forward.
Yep, there you go. Yep. So I definitely wanted to highlight those two. I have some other businesses I want to highlight, but I don't know if you want us to do it this way, Kiddis, or you'll just put it maybe in the YouTube somewhere.
No, I can do it online. I'm not gonna put it in the description. I can click it. I can go to the website and just post it as we go through.
Oh, good. So can I give you some of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's one called PIK, P-I-K, Nix, N-I-K-S, PIK, P-I-K-N-I-K-S, On the Land.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. But this is basically, it's really cute. It's owned by Black women.
Oh, well, it's a YouTube video. Let me play it real quick. See what it's. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put the volume up. There was no volume on it, so they just had the video.
Maybe if you can scroll down, so it's really, really cute. I forgot how I found out about it, but I hear things here and there, and I just write it down or put it as a bookmark to remember these Black businesses. But basically, it's so cute. They set up a picnic for you, and I wish I can show the designs. I'm sure they have pictures of. If you scroll down, they have pictures, and they do everything. There it is. They just set it up for you, and you pay.
Oh, that's nice. A bridal shower.
Cute. Yeah, it is so adorable. I was like, what a great idea. We are such innovative people. It blows my mind. But as you can see, they set up anywhere, and it's great for when it gets hot outside.
That's great for a date night.
Yeah, a date night, or if you want to hang out with your friends. They do engagements, baby showers. I never even thought of something like that. I think it's so creative, and they do all the work for you. You just show up, and
so they have new arrivals, gift for him, gift for her. Your Ann Boutique. That is really cute.
Can you help me put up Shari and Adria's business, their T-shirt business, so I can share it? Because we were supposed to add.
Go ahead. Aishi?
Yes.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying it's really, really cute, and it's pretty affordable. They also clean up for you. So you just simply show up to this fabulousness of like decorations, and
I love that.
they have cheese and fruits, and I'm so excited to use their service in the summertime.
I have her in my text.
Mama Ajwa.
Empress Kadis. Probably under Leah Kadis James.
Can you mute your mic?
Okay.
I'm gonna mute her. Go ahead.
This is real life, right? Yeah, but they're just so cute, and they're Black owned. And when you see some of the pictures, I don't know if they took. I mean, they showed it on there, the pictures, but they had other pictures too that was so cute with the pillows, and you just show up, and they do the cleanup for you. You don't have to do anything, but pay, show up.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when they used to have those white parties that were pop-up parties.
Yes,
Except now they're
yes,
just doing it individualized. When you said about the
yes.
fabric, that's what it made me think of. And
I
this
didn't
would
even
be
think
for
about
anyone.
that.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's a definitely it's definitely a creative idea to like
Very
minimize
much
a white
so.
party, to just have it done for the individuals involved on a smaller scale, and you get to have the environment that you want. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you probably tell them the colors you want. I'm sure you have some input, in the theme a little bit. And then yeah,
Yeah,
they put it together for you and they clean up. So you don't have to worry about, doing any of that. I thought that was, so
yeah,
creative.
yeah.
Also, Kidis
Wait a
Paris.
minute, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
typing one more, one thing that
Okay,
I see in the chat. I just want to type it so I don't forget it, because
sure.
I be forgetting stuff,
Right.
guys.
Sure.
So give me grace. So let me see. I was trying to see one. I think, is this it? One United Bank. Is this the card, the black owned card?
No, you're talking about Greenwood?
One United Bank. Wait a minute. One United Bank Unity card. One.
Yeah, that's the one I just showed you with the sister with the afro. You can pick any card you want, but of course, I figured I would annoy them if I have to give my card to them, because I
Mm,
generally try to use cash. So, they be hot when I hand my card to them. I got to show it again. They just be like, no, she didn't, right? I got to show you this card again.
Yeah, I want to see it because I
So
didn't know what
this
you were
is,
talking about
yeah,
under Africa. That's connected to a black bank. I had no
yeah.
clue. Oh, that is so nice. I want that.
Isn't that
I love
beautiful?
I
that.
want that.
They
I
have a bunch
love
of them.
that. I
They
love
have a
that.
brother that has a flag. I think they may even have one that has like a Maasai child. If you
Oh,
could
I
pull up
love
the bank,
it.
you'll get to see the different designs that they offer for the card. But this one with the fist, I was like, oh yeah, every time they take my card, this is what I want to do, just pop them in the head. So I can just hand my card over.
I like that. I was trying to see if I
Yes.
could find where the cards were.
It's,
Well, that's going to be something you all have to kind of go on. We're just giving you
yeah, they
all
could look.
the different resources and links. Okay, what's the next one? I love this. Y'all got y'all pen and paper out, writing all this good stuff. Like,
It's so exciting. It's
I
so
sent you
exciting.
something from my niece's Empress.
yes,
If you could pull that up, some
yes, ma'am.
something
What
that
is
my
that?
two nieces are working on.
What's the website?
Huh?
What you said? What's
It's
the
called In My Brown Skin.
INMYBROWNSKIN.
I texted you the link, Empress.
Is
I
it on
texted you the
Etsy?
link. Yeah. Yeah, this is something that my two nieces are doing. So this is my niece. She lives in South Carolina now. That's her baby son. That's her big boy. And if you notice, their shirts say chocolate, and they have lots of cool designs that are really cute. If
So
you
they
notice,
got
it,
brown sugar baby. Okay.
yeah,
And hot. Wait a minute, it says hot chocolate. Okay. I like that because that's CHO, and then it's like they spelled the chocolate out. Oh, that's cute. And the hot is in the middle. That's really cute. Okay, I like this. And then they got the Hampton University. Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
HBCU. Okay. All right. So this is an Etsy In My Brown Skin chocolate. I like this. It's just real simple. All right. Okay. And what's her name again?
Her name is Adria, and
Adrian.
my other niece is Shari. So they partner. Shari lives in Baltimore. She's a clinical psychiatrist.
Okay.
Adria does something in communication. But I just wanted to share that because they're, you know, I always want to promote entrepreneurship because that's where it's at. We need to be making money for ourselves. We need to be promoting ourselves more. We do have a lot of resources, but we don't channel them like other communities do. So we don't
Right.
we don't be by not practicing group economics, it kind of puts us behind.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
so this is
Right.
a beautiful
Exactly.
opportunity.
Exactly. Okay, let's get to the next one. We got, look, let me tell you, and I also got some makeup, y'all, like for the ladies, the makeup and natural hair products. When I was doing my research, I actually found 40 something makeup companies, but I highlighted my top 7.
Mm-hmm.
Black owned makeup companies.
All black owned. I found 40 something black owned makeup companies. And cuz I'm a makeup girl and and everything on my face is black owned. So, but that's after we finish. What was the next one, Aishi? Did she leave? Aisha Kiba?
Okay, so I had another thought.
She walked away.
That I have to share.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
I forget the sister that you said has the Vito shop. What is her name again?
Ajwa.
Ajua. I'm bad with names, but I wanted to make sure I pronounced that correctly. I'm gonna come back on. Okay, Ajua, I had another thought. You know, I get these random thoughts. If you ever see my videos, I always talk about a random thought, right? Stuff just comes to me. So your acting reminded me there was a young sister that had a YouTube channel that was a period actress, right? I don't remember her name. She appears to be African American, and she was talking about some of the sexual assaults that take place against period actors, especially women of, Black women. And it never occurred to me. And she was like, it was almost like these people, Caucasians, would come into some of these establishments where they're doing their acting out the roles of being in the house or during the Civil War era. And like, it was, I don't know, some demon spirit came over them to think that they could behave the way they would toward our ancestors at the time. And she talked about how she didn't feel covered by her bosses. But her YouTube channel drew me in because I never knew that it would be such a struggle for us to even want to relive the history, right? Because it's so important to be told. So as I'm watching that, I thought of this young sister, I thought of you, and then I thought of Blind Guy, his wife, their life, right? They are like modern day griots, right? I don't know if you've ever watched their channel, but I'm like, y'all need to, like, that connection would be amazing.
Their
Actually,
platform is really amazing.
my husband brings me on with an ancestral drum call, and he kind of accents my performance all throughout. And so we team up and we vibe with each other, and that helps it to go smooth. You really have to dot your I's and cross your T's when you do this particular period in time, because you have Civil War buffs that just go just to upstage you or whatever, say, oh, well, what about this or what about that, or so I really try to have my dates, dot my I's, cross my T's, and come correct. I also, for the past few years, I worked for the Amistad replica ship. Connecticut built an Amistad replica ship, and I was an educator with them. So I'm also prepared to do Magru. Magru was a little girl. No one knows about the Amistad, I'll tell you really briefly.
I know.
1839, a group of captives from which would be today Sierra Leone.
Yes.
They were brought into Havana and sold, and they were being transported from one side of Cuba to a place called from Havana to a place called Puerto Principe. They took over their ship, and they kept the captain alive, and actually it was not the captain. The captain was murdered, but the two businessmen, the Cuban businessmen that had purchased them, they kept them alive. And by day they would sail toward Africa because they knew when they came the sun was to their back, so they would sail east by day, but at night they would sail west again. So what they were trying to do was have the ship run into the slave states of the South, so they could get some help and get back to Cuba. They ended up getting caught in a stream that turns you north, And when the U.S. Navy picked them up, they were docked off of the northern tip of Long Island, Montauk Point. They were towed to my hometown, which is New London, Connecticut. New London at the time had a federal magistrate. They had a branch of the Navy. And by this time, people were trying to get a piece of the action. They were trying to get the rights to money. They were trying to make money. So ultimately, they were sent to New Haven. They spent about 19 out of 23 months in the state of Connecticut in the New Haven jail. But ultimately, they won their court case. And they won their court case because they were able to demonstrate that they had never been in captivity. They had never been in this hemisphere, and they were just fighting for their lives. So this is an important event because it was the first time in history, really, that Black men argued their case in a court of law as men, as opposed to as commodities or, fighting for their freedom. Now, at this time, as a Black man, you couldn't physically appear in court and argue any case. It just wasn't allowed. But still, it goes down as the first time that the Supreme Court even considered a case of Black men as men, full-grown men. So they ultimately did make it back to Sierra Leone, and a lot isn't done. Things are beginning to be done, but it was a very proud time in history because they were resolute on not being divided. How they tried to divide and conquer us. They said, no, we came as a group, we're going to go back as a group. They couldn't break them up and, maybe send one back, or no, they stayed as a group. And those who survived the New Haven jail, at least a half dozen guys trying to do winter in a New Haven jail. But those who survived made it back. And when they got back, due to the scramble for land and resources on the continent, many of them never found their families. But this one little girl, in exchange for their help, some missionaries helped them to get back to Sierra Leone, and they had to set up a mission. They had to help them set up a mission school. So a little girl who grew up in the mission school, who had never found her family, they actually sent her back to Oberlin College, and she got like some type of teaching credential because she wanted to better her English. She went back to Sierra Leone. One day, her father sent an emissary to the mission and said, look, I'm sorry, I apologize. How she got caught up in the slave trade was her father had a debt. And because he didn't pay it back in time, she had gone to work with this family and then just got caught up and sent out to the Americas. So her father apologized. So one day, as she became a woman, she married. And one day after the emissary had come, she and her husband disappeared. So everyone believed that she actually linked up with her family and went back to reclaim her culture and legacy, which was a little off because she never went through the rites of passage to become a full Mende woman. Okay. She spoke English. And so she was kind of caught between two worlds because she never had her rites of passage. So she lost some stuff because she left as a girl. And she was around these missionaries, teaching her, at this time, the more you could walk and talk like the Queen of England or whatever, you got the props. But her name was Margulu. They like to call her Magru, but she said Amende would never call her child, their children, Magru, because it means black snake. But she was proud of being a Mende. And this is a connection that is relevant to this hemisphere because one of the biggest bands in Sierra Leone is called the Sierra Leone Refugee All-Stars. Sierra Leone had a very crucial civil war, and so people went out and they were in refugee camps outside of Sierra Leone. So these brothers got together, started this band, and a lot of their songs sound like modern day reggae. And one of the expatriates that really helped to set up Sierra Leone were people that had come from the Americas, from the Caribbean, even people from Canada came to Sierra Leone. The capital of Sierra Leone is Freetown because they established Freetown as a place where you don't have to worry about being enslaved in this town. We're not playing that here. So today, Sierra Leone has that rich cultural history, but they don't have a train. They don't have a train. They don't. I mean, I don't understand it, but there's so many things that so much talent and skill that we have that we can, share with the brothers and sisters on the continent. Not having a train is just not acceptable.
But then I guess you need to come to Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's
because we don't have a train either.
yeah. I
We have the
think-
Pennsylvania Railroad like on a Monopoly game.
Wow.
But when
But
you said that just now, you made me, I'm telling you, I was just so entrenched in your story because I went to Sierra Leone
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the cotton tree
Mm-hmm.
and we did our African ancestry. I'm 100% Mende from Sierra Leone. So I'm like,
Yeah,
am I
that's
like
what's up.
that little girl, English speaking, that went back
Right.
home, you know? And
Right.
everything you said is absolutely true. You wonder how a place that is so rich in culture does not have just the basic necessities. And
And
it comes from having that corrupt government because
it is.
not only do you have people that are hardworking laborers trying to make it from day to day, but they still manage to have that classism.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
the people that run the government are from a certain tribe.
Right.
And it's been that tribe running the government forever.
Right.
And they just had a huge scandal where the president's wife,
Mm-hmm.
you know, spending all this money on furniture and bringing the other African wives over by plane. When you got people living in shacks and filth and the water is not clean, you know, as long as you have that corrupt government, it's not a good thing. But it's such a beautiful place. It reminded me of New Orleans magnified. Just the heart of it, that kind of soulful, artistic way, the view of the ocean. It is amazing.
Yeah. Sierra Leone people knew how to grow rice, and that's how the Carolinas became the rice capital of the world, because they actually see during slavery, these people by design, it was all about making money. Okay, so they would say, okay, go over there, get me some of those metal workers, and we gonna make some money. Get me some of those rice
rubber makers.
They know how to grow rice. We about to make money off my land. So it was very much by design. So they would pay more from Sierra Leone because they knew how to grow. You know, they had a skill.
Well, that's where your Gullah Geechees come from.
Exactly.
Right. So you have your Gullah Geechees. And then what's unfortunate now is that you had the Gullah Geechees pushing for citizenship in Sierra Leone. Right. And you have someone like Isaiah Washington come and he gets his citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
But these people who have that heritage, they're not getting it. Then you have the African American diaspora come in for their citizenship because they have that Mende heritage. And you think that them and the Gullah Geechees would come together. It doesn't happen. Somehow, African American diaspora pushes ahead and leaves the Gullah Geechee behind when this was their initiation. Right?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, so when I go back now, the joy for me,
true.
Well, this is it. The joy for me is that I'm from the diaspora, but my mother's father was Gullah Geechee. So I'm like, okay, so I must be the answer to be the one who says it's not just, you know, the diaspora that's coming, but you have Gullah Geechee here too. I'm bringing both. So why aren't we bringing the rest of these people who you know their history is founded here? I'm not really sure what that's about. I don't know if they can't link it to a tribe. I'm not really sure what that is about.
Yeah, we definitely have to get it together. With the train situation, there was a British monarch coming to the country, and they built a train system for that, and they changed their route, and they just stopped. There was a Chinese company that came in. They built a train from the resource in the ground to the coast so they could take the resource out and sail it away, right? They didn't even make it a passenger train. They made it a freight train. So they just wanted to take their stuff and bring it to the coast. They didn't even care about the people.
No.
And the Chinese come into Africa, they don't even hire Africans. They bring their own Chinese people. They're not trying to eat from Africans. They're not trying to do nothing.
I blame the countries. I
Yeah,
blame the countries. How
yeah.
do you
Well,
allow someone
because
to
you have
come into your country and
corrupt
dictate?
leadership. Because you have corrupt leadership. They give them a bag of potato chips, a Twinkie, and a Snicker bar, and they just sell the whole country down the river. You know,
Mhm.
or they, put their children in Oxford University or the Sorbonne or whatever, so that they're benefiting, but it don't trickle down. And we have to stop as a people supporting anointed leadership that is just there because they're convenient for the powers that be, but they don't do anything for the people. We gotta, we just gotta stop that, because
Mhm.
it's time and time again. It's not, it's not good for us.
Yeah.
So
So
we
I
do.
know uh, it's so much we have to talk about. I wish we could do this all night. But I know Aisha and we had so many different businesses that we wanted to hit tonight. We had spas, we had different this is going to be an ongoing topic because
Absolutely.
it's so much. It is. If you all see, we didn't even hit the stuff that we got on this.
Right. Yeah, I have a bunch
on
of stuff too.
So we have so much, like we want to share with everyone because the resources out there, and sometimes you just need that one place where you can just get it all and be like, okay, I remember that. So I'm gonna try to
Yes.
make sure. There's a couple of things I want us to hit before we left because uh it's so huge. Now, as far as there are 5 available resources that can help small business owners, right? We have the Small Business Administration. The small business, I'm just going to read a definition for those who may not know because there are some people who are not entrepreneurs. So, the Small Business Administration is the only cabinet level federal agency entirely dedicated to small businesses. It provides counseling, capital, contracting, expertise, and nation only to go resource and voice for small businesses. When I first started my business, I know I was at the Small Business Administration almost like every week. Back in '97 when I first started my entrepreneurial journey. So it's a great resource. Then you have the National Association for Self-Employed. My father was a part of the National Association for Self-Employed. It holds an ongoing application through its growth grant program in which business owners can apply for grants up to $4,000. Okay. The Minority Business Development Agency. That agency provides access to financing, resources, and some funding opportunities for minority business owners. Then you have the National Black MBA Association. The National Black MBA Association is a nonprofit organization that provides education and economic growth opportunity to its members network. And the last one I wanted to highlight, and there's more, but I was trying to keep my numbers small because I knew it was so much information, is the Catapult fundraising. The Catapult is a 7-month-long program, trains business owners on creating solutions to complex business problems. So I might go ahead and link all those in the description because they have actual link to the website. I want to make sure you get to the right organization. So I will put that in the description. And the last thing I wanted to share is my favorite part is the makeup. I love makeup. I'm sorry. I'm a girly girl. And like when I do these YouTube, this is the only time I get to put on my makeup because I don't put it on when I go to work. When I'm out in the street, I don't really. So I'm like, let me get girly. So I get to. So I have my favorite makeup on today, and she's gonna be the last one that I share. But these are some makeup sources, and like I said, it's a lot of them. Let me share this screen, and I'm gonna add to it. So this one here, and jump in any comments you have, lady. This one is called Hyperskin. Like I said, I had to narrow it down to I think like I did 6, I think. So this is Hyperskin. Hyperskin. It focuses on your pigmentation, making sure like clear brighting, making sure your hyaluronic acid, So this is hyperlink. So I like that because it has like a whole skincare. It has things to help with your pigmentation if you have like discoloration. It's Black owned. Let me see. Do they talk about the owner? Hyperskin creator Desiree Verdejo gained a wealth of beauty knowledge after opening the equivalent to Sephora for women, a beauty boutique in Harlem, New York called Vibrant Beauty. After being surrounded by premium skincare products, she curated and simultaneously dealing with hormonal breakouts and the dark marks it was causing. She homed in on what was missing. Hyperskin launched with a single product, the Hyper Clear Brightening Clearing Vitamin C Serum, which combines 15% vitamin C and vitamin E to clear away hyperpigmentation. Okay, because I know that's one of the things I was like, these businesses are all online. I don't know. I'm hope, I don't know if they deliver to the continent, but I was like, I noticed a lot of our sisters, we have no excuse to having bad makeup because there's so many Black business, Black owned makeup. Now this is a cruelty free makeup. This one is called Colored Rain. They have their own app, so you can order via app. But Colored Rain was started in 2013. Let me see something. Color Rain. I didn't put anything special on that one, but it was founded by Lorraine R. Dowdy. She quit her job in the finance industry to follow her dream of starting her own makeup brand. So her mission was to create brightly colored, high quality products for everyone, regardless of skin tone, age, or gender. Okay, some other thing. So I like this because I love I was a MAC girl, but I was like, I need to get away from MAC. So this is another makeup for the ladies. And this is another one. This one is called Beauty Stats. And Beauty Stats, I think, let me see, Beauty Stats. I think this is one that focus on, I thought I wrote it down, Hyperskin. Oh no, Beauty Stats. I can't remember what Beauty Stats was for. No, that's not the one I wanted to talk about. Sorry guys, I didn't want to talk about Beauty Stats. No, this is the one I wanted. This is TPH by Taraji. This, I guess, Taraji Henson. She has this whole hairline product, and so and then she also, I think, has like scalp care, cleansers, treatments, and stylists for all hairs. I guess she created this company in while we were on the pandemic. And the reason why I wanted to share her product because this is a girl I went to high school with. So I was like, I have to support her because me and her are high school. We went to OHHS, so I definitely have to promote her product. So that's Taraji P. Henson. Everything is online. There's no excuse for us not supporting each
Here,
other.
can I intervene for a second?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm surprised, unless you about to do it, that you haven't highlighted Miss Rihanna herself. Because I know that's your girl. You love her makeup. So is she not on this list?
I don't know. I don't know. Is she? Is Riri on here? I don't.
Drum roll.
And so this one is Mented Cosmetics. I thought these, and I love this. Now, okay, who loves a good nude? This is nude for women who has different shades and what have you. So you can still do a nude makeup, but every nude does not fit every skin tone. So this company, their goal was, that's why when I saw this, I was like, oh, I love it because I love a good nude. I love nude lips. I love nude eye, but I cannot wear the same shade as someone who is maybe a cocoa brown. We are two different nudes. So I love this makeup line. It's so pretty on. So this is Mented Cosmetics. Okay. And this one right here is a plant-based cosmetic. okay, which I really love. I think it's pronounced Dahaya. So that's one of the things I love about them. This is a plant-based skincare inspired by the ancient beauty traditions and African herbalists. After spending time in Morocco with fourth generation herbalists who taught her about plants indigenous to the North Africa, founder Mia Shea Reddy decided to highlight these ingredients in her own skincare line. So, it's some really pretty colors in here, like oranges and just really, it's very Moroccan looking, the makeup, and it's all plant based, which is really, really nice. And this is another vegan. No, wait a minute. This is another one that I love. This sister here. I think she was a lawyer and she quit her job to make lipstick. And I think she was on Shark. What's that one where the people come into business? Shark Tank, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. This sister went on there and they pretty much laughed her off. And then she ended up getting like a big deal in, I think Walmart or something. So
Target.
Target.
I remember this story because they had the sister being interviewed in this video that was on Netflix, and it was about Black women in business. And she talked about that experience, and she said she just walked away. And they even said something like sarcastic and condescending to her when she was in front of them. But Target picked up the line. Yeah.
Because what she did was she picked all the, you know how like Mac, if you need some Mac, this is the new Mac. You know, she has blues and greens and orange and purples and yellows and orange, you know, all the different color lipsticks that you want. You know, this is her, and she just recently went into like skincare, but at one time she was made. I like her because of her lipstick, the lip bar. She had the lip gloss, the lip liners, and it's so pretty. Instead of MAC, the lip bar, you know?
Oh, nice. Nice. Because I have only MAC stuff, so I can't wait to switch over.
Yeah, the lip bar. So I love her product. The girl that I was in the business it works with, that we, you know, she was on the same team as me. She was, this sister hired her to do her marketing and help her out with it. So I seen it from the conception until she blew up. So it's amazing when you see someone when it's an idea. And then you actually see them like, wow, she blew up. That's amazing. So I had to feature her. So it says Melissa Butler hasn't left the brutal rejection she received on Shark Tank. That's right. Get in the way of her dream and building her beauty brand that represents all women. Butler, a former Wall Street stockbroker, founded Lip Bar for the seeking edgy lipstick shades with healthy ingredients. The formula includes organic shea butter, organic avocado oil, and coconut oil, and 100% vegan. Okay, and let me see the last one. And I didn't get a chance to type up this last one, but this sister, I have her makeup on, and she already knew who it was. I have to I'm gonna pull it up because this is my all-time favorite. This is whose makeup I have on. I wear her shimmer, I wear her lip colors, and I like when she kind of pulled the stops up because she was like, enough with you all. And when she came up with the shades, she has every shade you can find. I don't care what time of the year. Like I go to Sephora and they have this thing where they can match your skin color. I can go summer, winter, spring, or fall, and I'm like, match me up, and they always end up having to match me up with Riri's line because she has every different shade, and you know how we change colors, and not every makeup line does that. And I mean, look at this. Look at all the shades. Do you see every shade of woman on here? Every shade. So this is another no excuse. She also has the colors. So I wanted to highlight the Black makeup artists because as women, we have to always look our best, and I love to do makeup. So that was my favorite part of sharing. So I'm done. Anything else you guys want to share?
Yes. I don't even like makeup, but you had me excited. So thank you for that.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I mean,
I'm sitting here like she is really excited about this. That, you know, it's kind of contagious. I used to enjoy lipstick and that was it. But now you can't even do that with these masks on. So I'm like, I'm not wasting my little stuff. I'm about to take all of that to the continent and give it away.
I get into that. Like tonight, I didn't like. Normally, I do like a lot of makeup. Tonight, I kept it real simple because I wanted to only wear Rihanna. So I just have her hot shimmer, her lipstick, her lip gloss, and the eyes. That's
It's
it.
very natural. I didn't even realize that you were into makeup like that because it always looks very natural
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, it didn't look like that before until I started buying makeup that was made for us.
for us, by us.
By us. Before you could tell, I'm gonna be honest. When I used to put makeup on, even when I was younger, it would age me. It would age me. It would make me look older than what I was. And I used to hate putting makeup on because I would do like I used to model when I was younger. So right after the fashion show, I would just be like trying to get it off because I look old and I'm 21 looking like I'm 31. I didn't like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found like a whole makeup line made for us, it did wonders. And I just feel like we don't hear these things. We don't realize that we're out there buying stuff that's not made for us.
Right.
You know what, Kitters? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Something came to my mind and I was like, I should have mentioned this. An online reference for vegan food if you want to cook it yourself, right? Spicy, tasty vegan cuisine. Mama Nasira and Dr. Joe. They have 3 books on Amazon. And from what I understand, they are the people responsible for the cure on the continent.
Mm.
Yes. So y'all got to check her out. Mama Nasira, Dr. Joe. It's called Spicy, Tasty Vegan Cuisine.
And I like this. Sister Tanika Lee, she said, Angela Africa, I agree. It is also something I want my 14-year-old son involved in learning how to create apps as well. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's my little cousin. He just created that. He does website development, and I'm gonna talk to my cousin about getting his information. And he's been creating apps and working on people's websites and things like that. I mean, so many even people in our family we know are so inventive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's it. And if anyone else wants to add anything to it, I hope we didn't go too far, but it was a lot of information.
Well, I think Instagram is a good place for people to start. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of Black businesses advertising on Instagram, whether it's sweatshirts, T-shirts, mask, all kinds of stuff. So that's a good place to start. And don't forget We Buy Black. You mentioned them earlier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We buy black. I think Aj was she's just thinking. Do you have anything else you want to share? My sister Aishi.
I think I'll wait till next time to include the businesses, but I just want to say I'm so happy and optimistic, and I'm so glad that you're sharing all this information, kids. I didn't even know these people did makeup, and I'm a Mac like queen, right? And so I'm so glad. I want to slowly wean myself off of these non-Black companies. And if I can find a Black company I'm sure right now I can't probably find a Black company that does everything, but as much as I can find one, I want to. So I am so excited to try these like different companies that are Black owned. So yeah, this has been wonderful. This is more than what I thought I would get out of tonight's program in terms of information that everybody shared. So yes.
And I have one more person I have to share. All right. And I'm just gonna give you all look, blind guy, his wife and their life said I came back and called when I heard makeup. I came back from a call when I heard makeup. That's right. We love our makeup. Okay,
Yes.
I have one more person I want to share. This is a long time sister of mine. I've known her for 20 something years. I have supported her for decades. You know, once she started doing her products, I buy my shea butter. She has like these amazing scented shea butters and soaps. She was the one that connected me with my Ghanaian connection. And so we tried it Rastafari together. So I have to share her business. It's called Asley Pure. When I say her products are amazing, and look at her website is so beautiful. I've seen when I first started patronizing her, did I say that word right? Patronizing. When I first started
Yeah, that's right.
patronizing her, she was making her products out of her kitchen.
Wow.
And then I saw her turn her house and her kitchen into a store shop. And then I seen her take her business and from her kitchen and her house. It was because she made her children's bedroom into her store. She then got a brick and mortar spot in Mount Rainier, Maryland, and then she has this beautiful website. So it's like I said, it is such an honor to meet people and befriend people and watch their businesses grow and know that I help support her business, because I would come to her house and her kitchen and I would be like, give me this, I would get the hair. I let my girls pick whatever they want. They would get the oils that they wanted for their hair. It smells good. She has, it's amazing. Now she has like African clothes. So asleypure.com. I had to highlight her business. So these are some of her products that she has. She had, the bath salts. And when I say it's a different kind of pamper, she be like this. When I come to her house, she be like, try this. I'll put the oils on. The aromatherapy is so soothing. And her shea butter, I need to get some more because I just ran out. It's not expensive. And I like to, because her oils, she use essential oil. Sometimes I'll get like the plain shea butter and use hers and kind of mix them so I can stretch it. Because it's so good, and I don't feel the need to use the whole thing by itself. So I'm into like stretching my products, but I will always. This is one of the people I support. So she has body nectars. She has body scrubs, and she has things like. Oh my goodness, I should pull up one of the bottles. I'm not going to do that, but a very interesting names what she uses for her products. You can see some of them here, like Oshun and like Pure Love. So I love the way she names her product, and when you smell it, you just know it. Days it, and and she does use very organic, very natural products because I've seen her in the process. And she goes to Ghana and get her shea butter. So she has and she will be on the continent, God willing, and we'll create a factory and support. And so we have to support businesses that's going to be bringing money over to the continent. And she's one of those businesses. Like I said, I watched her grow. Now she's trying to take it to the next level and bring a factory to Ghana and bring jobs to there. So guys, please, I didn't even tell her I was going to share this. Mama Ajua knows
Yes, absolutely.
Sister Thea. Yeah,
Mama
do you
Tia is a very sweet spirit, and I don't come to Mount Rainier, I don't come to DC area without calling her. She will come to the shop and open up for me if it's not, during regular hours. I met her when she was still in engineering school at Howard University. She's a beautiful soul. She explained to me that her name, Osley, means pure. So the name of her company is Pure Pure. So you're not going to get any trash. You're going to get some good stuff. And her boutique is really a one-stop shop. You can go there. You can get a real lapa. You can get real daishikis. You can get other things that are indeed, African centered. She's
exactly?
a Trini girl as well, like my husband is a Trini man. And so she's just all about the fullness. So that is definitely a place you should stop when you come to the area. She's right on the same street as Glut. in Mount Rainier, Maryland.
And you can go online. You can support her online as well. So, and I think you've been to her shop. I took you to her shop too, Aishi, right?
I don't remember. You did.
Oh, I think Aishi
Yeah,
left.
no, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't think you did, but I know exactly
yeah,
where.
right next to when we had the party for Linda in Mount Rainier.
Right. I remember we went into this like grocery store. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, okay. I didn't even put two and two together. She had the stones and we were okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I wanted to share that last one. And so everyone said their part, what they wanted to say. Correct. I got it. So I'm gonna leave us out with a commercial. And I wish everyone on here that came tonight on the panel, thank you, ladies. I appreciate, love you. You're such a blessing to me. I want to thank everyone in the chat. I love you guys. Thank you for always coming here and supporting this channel. I hope this information finds you well. Everyone who is watching and is not chatting, I still thank you for watching. Please just watch. I appreciate, love it. Make sure you share this. This this show, and also make sure you see everyone on the bottom. Please go support those channels. Everyone on there. We got to support even each other um as as YouTubers, because we're putting our time and energy out to do this, to bring information to our family and try to make sure that we bring good positive information. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a lot of work, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And that, let me get to the commercial. And there we go.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Greetings. You will now be taken on a spiritual journey. Witness the 19th century greatest woman, warrior, healer, and builder, Harriet Tubman, a woman with a railroad. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.